Hello and welcome to today's stream. My name is Selena and today we're going to continue our search for the missing Giants books. So let's jump in. Where are we? Oh yeah. Let's see. Thank you for the follow. Oh no, it's TV Head. Oh no. Oh well, off to a great start. Yeah. How long is this? Well, yeah. Starting off great. I'm gonna... Do I have bandages? I do not have any lanterns. That's a problem. I'm not entirely sure if we... Did we check the merchants? I'm gonna go and check that right now because I'm kinda relying on my lanterns. So what we need is oil and or lanterns.
Greetings, friend.
And you have nothing.
Is there something you need?
We might have checked this actually last time. It kinda looks like it. So,
How can I help you?
oh, excellent. We can afford all of them and we'll buy this as well. I don't think we need to sell anything. We should probably fill up on water. So, before we head out. Here we go. Okay, I think we're ready to go and search for the missing book. I reviewed the footage from last time. The giant clearly said it should be to the northeast of... Oops. You can't access the world map from here. You have never heard of this game. I've never heard of this game. Reminds me of Morrowind or Dark Souls. Yeah, I haven't actually played Morrowind, but it's like the combat is very Dark Souls-like, and it's an open world action RPG that is really awesome with some light pretty light survival elements. So I can see here. So we need to eat, and we need to drink, and we need to sleep, but it's never enough to be annoying. It's just something extra to keep track of. So we are going back to the giant's village, and we're looking for a book, and a giant in the village said that the book should be in some ruins to the northeast. And there's nothing up here, so I'm kinda assuming it's a typo and that we should go to the giant ruins to the southwest. So I'm gonna check that out first. And everyone wants to kill us in this game, so we're going to try and avoid that. That went okay. I wish we hadn't gotten hit, but it's a bit hard to avoid. And that's a dinosaur. So let's see. So that should be the giant village straight ahead, and there's absolutely nothing to the northeast of that. So I'm a bit confused about where the book could be. Yeah, I'm gonna assume it's up there. So but it's a bit weird because the giant said northeast. And this is southwest of the village. Yeah, also there's no map marker, so you can't really tell where you are unless you look at the terrain. So we should be around here, I think. And the giant's village is here. We started up here in monsoon, and we walked all the way down. So you kinda need to pay attention to your surroundings to avoid getting lost. Oh. Is this? I wonder if we can get over there. Or if Yeah. I'm really not sure where it could be. I'm guessing this is where we're at now, which it should be. Oh, that's the giant ruins. I'm guessing. Yeah, we'll go there. Oh no. I don't like these dinosaurs, they're kinda mean. Oh yeah, I can show you as well. So you can eat food that gives stamina recovery, and when you sleep, you can get warriors buffs. I got plus 5% stealth and minus 10% stamina cost because I slept in a camouflage tent. And drinking water also helps with stamina recovery. So there's a lot of things to pay attention to. Oh no. They saw me. Oh no. So okay. It's a bit risky being outnumbered. 3 to 1. So I was running in circle trying to get them to hit each other because then they become hostile to yeah, the dinosaurs don't like humans, so if the humans hit them then they become hostile to the humans, and that would help help a lot. But it didn't really work out, so then let's read that and take rest. I think this is palladium ore. Yeah, it is. So palladium is a kind of rare material that's used to craft some decent weapons and armor. Can we survive this? Yes. Thank you for the follow, Goo Games. Did I say that right? Hey friend, I thought I followed last night, but I must have missed it. Hello friend. That's fine, you don't have to follow. I really appreciate it though, thank you so much. But yes, you can just call me Q. Is that? Hello? Is anyone here? Yeah, you're saying it right now. No worries. Okay, good. I'm glad. Um, let's interact. Oh. Are these all my is that? Yeah, I'm using all my gemstones. Read. Giant book. This appears to be a book written by an explorer who spent a year living near the giants. A lot of the pages are ruined, but many sections remain intact. Read about giant family structure. Giant children are examined by the High Monk and the High Lord when 20 years old, and their position in life is decided. Builders, merchants, and craftsmen serve the High Monk, and soldiers, artists, and farmers are governed by the High Lord. Families of deceased giants will give a heart from the dead to the local High Monk, who will use their craft to merge the stone heart into their porcelain art so that some part of the giant's life will endure beyond their death. Hello. You're ruining my story time. No, run. Okay. No, run. Don't die, don't die. Oh no. I'm poisoned. Okay, drink. They made it. Run. No. Okay, this is not great. I'm gonna die. Drink. And okay, another one down, and he's still poisoned. We made it! How's the game going so far? Pretty well, I survived that somehow. Oh, that was a bit rough. But yeah, the game is going pretty well. I'm in the middle of a quest, and I think this book is what I need for the quest. Because I need to convince the giants to become allies. So I'm gonna read the book, and then we'll see what we can do with that information. So we read this. Families of deceased giants will give a heart from the dead to the local high monk who will use their craft to merge the stone heart into their porcelain art so that some part of the giant's life will endure beyond their death. The High Lord will then commission a silk banner to reflect that giant's deeds and knowledge. Ash giants believe that death is final and that only the works that have been created in porcelain and ash silk endure beyond death. They do, however, believe in passing down the wisdom of their ancestors via these crafts to educate and guide their descendants. Read about giant law and punishment. Giants who cause minor transgressions must make amends to the person they wronged and must create a porcelain item or an ash silk item for the wronged party, depending on their trade. Larger transgressions carry the penalty of exile for 20 years. After that time, the giant may attempt to seek forgiveness and return to giant society. A giant may be forgiven only twice, once in the name of the Dawnweaver and once in the name of the Duskfather. After a third transgression, the giant may never return to their colony and is considered dead to them. However, returning an exile's heart is welcome, as even the worst giants are considered to have a place within their history. The only crimes that are unforgivable across all of giant society are the murder of a silk weaver or a porcelain crafter. For every other offense, it is possible to seek forgiveness after the period of exile, although each giant tribe uses their own discretion for whether or not to forgive a crime. Alright. Ah yes, that helps. I've never played this, so I'm like clueless. Yeah, it's a really cool game. It's I don't know if you have played Dark Souls, but the combat is a bit like Dark Souls, and it's also an open world game, and yeah, I think the lore is pretty interesting as well. So I got adopted into a family because apparently my grandmother did something bad. So my family was under a blood price, which is a I have to pay back money to the tribe for what she did, and it's a way to hold people responsible beyond just what they did, but also their bloodlines. I'm not sure if that made any sense. Night corpse. Yeah, we'll take it. Ooh. What is this? Fabulous Palladium Shield. Lower damage, lower impact resistance, same durability. Sometimes it's not about power, it's about style. Inflicts elemental vulnerability on shield charge. What's this? Okay, that looks kinda cool. But I think this is pretty stylish as well. I'm not sure. Maybe we'll keep it. Ooh. So yeah, I have a backpack, and I found a very big backpack, so I can hold 110 units, but one part of the game is managing your inventory, because you can never... The more you carry, the slower you move. so it's important to keep track of. This isn't too bad, but I can't really pick up a lot, many more things. I'm gonna drop that and I'm gonna take everything else. What's that? I'm not entirely sure what how many gemstones I spent opening this, but emerald, ruby, and this is, I'm not sure. And a sapphire, and I'm guessing that's an aquamarine. And builders, merchants, and craftsmen serve the High Monk, and soldiers, artists, and farmers the High Lord. Okay. Trying to remember that. So I guess we'll go back to the giant village, because we've done everything they asked us to do, and we're on a time limit. He said within a month. So I think yeah, I think we have about 20 days left to complete it. So we're good. Is this? No. Yeah. I wish the bridge wasn't broken so that we wouldn't get poisoned from walking in the water. No! Oh. Two of no! Why? I don't like it. Oh.